Whoop, 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 whoop. Is that how we're starting? So is everybody here original P.O.R?
For the most part, yeah. This is pretty much it. We're missing maybe 2 or 3.
All right, so let's start with this. What does P.O.R stand for?
Profits of regret. What does P.O.R stand for you guys? What does it stand for?
Pack of retards.
Pack of retards, bro. You can't say that. Pack of retards.
Poor old rednecks.
Poor old rednecks. You can definitely say retard. It's new. It's okay.
Hey, retard lives matter.
So what are we going to see tonight, man? What do y'all got planned for tonight?
It's going to be a good show. We got some wild shit coming. I don't even know half the stuff that's going to go down, so it's going to be a surprising for me.
Yeah. Does it ever fail when you come to P.O.R. to see some crazy shit?
Yeah, we got some crazy shit.
My buddy Tyler King said P.O.R. is like pizza or pussy. Even when it's pretty good, even when it's bad, it's still pretty good.
Okay. I can relate to that. So
No, I didn't want to twist his words. I didn't want to twist it.
So tell me how it got started. I know it got started because he was a stunt team, and then you did a wrestling gig, and this is kind of where we are now.
Yeah. Long story short, pretty much the stunt crew is like completely different from the wrestling crew too. So it's like 2 different like entities at this point. Like the people that do stunts don't even do wrestling half the time. I guess Tarzan takes a shot every now and then. A lot of guys have dabbled in it. Like DJ's dabbled in it. I mean, fuck, Kamikaze's a full blown stunt man at this point. But I mean, what am I talking about? Yeah, but yeah, we started as a stunt crew. We ran for a long ass time, and then pretty much for one of our web episodes on our stunt show like channel, we wanted to turn everybody into wrestlers. We wanted to do one event where we turned all the stuntmen into wrestlers and see if we had what it takes to do, wrestling, stunt wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we built a freaking ring out of lumber and whatnot. We literally built it with our bare hands in the middle of John's property, P.O.R, like Timberville property. We built it there. And then that ring stood for about 4 years. Yeah, and we literally used that ring. Pretty much what happened was it was supposed to be a one-off, but it ended up being like a forever gig because it was like everybody enjoyed it so much. And then we had guys like JC and Sinister and all the early guys like come in and like really fucking like show out for it. So I was like, what the hell? This is a no-brainer to do this like full time. So that's kind of how it evolved, yeah.
I remember we got the idea because I hit JC with the Hurricanrana in the middle of the living room with.
There's video footage of that. Yeah, they were literally in the living room of my house at the time.
There's 2 feet of snow outside.
Yeah, 2 feet of snow outside.
And better.
And DJ was like, I bet you I could hit you with a Hurricanrana right here in the middle of this living room. And I was like, there ain't no way you can do that. And then sure enough, they hit the freaking move right in the middle of the living room. And it pretty much, that was like one of the first times where I was like, well, maybe we can do this wrestling shit. It'd be funny.
So were you producing content before that, like stunt content on it?
Yeah, we were producing stunt content since like 2005. I came up with, I didn't even know what the hell Profits of Regret even meant when I came up with it. I was like 12 years old when I came up with that name. I didn't really even think about it. I was just like, that sounds really cool. Like Profits of Regret, that sounds really cool. That sounds really fun. That's our name. And then we just stuck with it. I actually tried to change the name a few times over the years and it did not work. Nobody accepted it. So we've been P.O.R. forever.
So what makes you want to do this? Anybody? Like, what is it about hurting yourself on camera that appeals to you to make you come out here and do this tonight?
It's just a good escape, really. Like, when I started, I was in a pretty dark place and just had a lot of anger and depression built up. But then I messaged JJ one day after binge watching the stunt videos, and he gave me a shot down there. And ever since then, I've just been able to release any problems I've had mentally in that ring. It's been the best experiences of my life. And I've been able to build a brotherhood that I've never had growing up.
JC, answer that question. You got it.
Please.
What does P.O.R. mean to you?
Well, Kamikaze kind of summed it up there in a nutshell.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
This family, for me, I mean, these guys have helped me through a very struggling time. I appreciate it. And with this brotherhood, it has kept me sober to where I can have a family. I mean, it's an outlet. I mean, it's perfect. It's a perfect outlet. I mean, Dan, what else you gonna do on a Sunday?
Right, football.
I mean, come on, football.
That's what I said. Anybody else want to tell me?
P.O.R. to me, man. Ever since I was like 4 or 5 years old, being a wrestler is the only thing I've ever wanted to do. About 6 years ago, I found these guys pretty local to me, started training with them, and fell in love with it from the first time I stepped foot in the old woodroom. It's helped me through a lot of dark times with anger, depression. I mean, we really are like a family. The brotherhood, the camaraderie, it's like
And that works outside of the ring.
it's all outside of the ring. These are the only guys I hang out with or talk to outside of
Gotcha.
life. So
Yeah, some of the best moments I've ever had in my life were like a stunt I did or like something. You know, it's like an outlet of escape. Like I say, like 10 of the probably 5 of the top 10 moments I've ever had was like a stunt I did or something, where like all my boys were there. You know, it's kind of crazy. Like when you push your limits and push like I don't know, you know, death or whatever. Like you kind of get closer as like you know, when we're all in here bleeding and like struggling and like
Absolutely.
suffering together.
Absolutely.
It kind of builds like character and builds everyone like kind of up. I don't know.
So,
It's definitely something to it, and a lot of the world don't understand it.
right, that's what I was getting to next. A lot of people look at it and they think it's crazy. They think kids shouldn't see it. They think it's bloody, harmful violence.
Yeah.
But it's not violence as much as it is therapy and acting. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen it where people think this is really dangerous and whatnot, and it's like, I've seen more people get hurt playing football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
You
stuff
can
like
get
that.
hurt like doing football or
You get hurt
any kind of
having-
hobby. I think skateboarders and BMX, that's like the craziest shit. Like those skateboarders are like taking hits all the
Look at these
time.
dirt bike dudes jumping 130 feet on a motorcycle
Yeah.
and shit. Come on, man.
Never catch me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of more outlets that are like probably more dangerous than this, but people view this as just like straight violence, where they view like football as a sport.
Right.
A lot of those guys have CTE and all kinds of crazy shit, and like,
Right.
I mean, they get paid millions though. That's the difference between football and us is we're not getting paid
Right.
millions, so maybe we are looked down upon or something like that. In that aspect.
You're also comparing, football players making millions at like the highest level compared to us down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you right now, the football players that are on an equal level
Right.
are not getting paid as much as that. So I think a big part of why it's looked down more on us is that everyone thinks that we're choosing to get hurt, whereas every other sport is an accident, not realizing that a lot of how we get hurt is an accident.
All right, so tell me about the worst injury you ever had, everybody. Worst injury you ever had in the ring, doing a stunt.
Worst injury I ever had was when I smashed my head on the beam of the ring, my forehead, and it was actually a normal match, and I fucking had to get 25 stitches inside, 25 stitches on the outside. I've had a couple scary moments. Going through the wrong type of shit. Where I've had my back split open to the point where they had to like have a bunch of people hold me together to super glue me and stuff like that. I had moments where I had to get staples plied out of my fucking head. But yeah, we love doing this. I've wanted to do this since watching it on YouTube as a young kid, and
All right,
that's what I've always wanted to do.
Tarzan, you.
Yeah, Tarzan, I seen you show up a couple weeks ago with a broken leg or some shit and just kept on getting it.
Shit, well, of course, I fucked up my Achilles heel, but of course, that was outside of wrestling. I caught a goddamn flash flood, and the car came back at me and fucked up my Achilles heel, so I lost my car and fucked up my Achilles in one. Luckily, I was still able to fucking wrestle and just wrap around the boot. But, worst injury for me is like, I haven't really gotten too fucked up other than like little scars and shit with deathmatch wrestling and barbed wire and fucking fire and shit like that. But, like the Lucha Libre shit's fucking tough. Back in the day, I fucking like jumped up to the top rope, did like a front flip. Somebody like let go of me and I fucking crash landed on my knee without any knee pads on and fucked my goddamn knee up for like 6 months. So that was probably like the worst like wrestling injury I fucking had. Who else wants to go? There you
Yeah,
go.
he's a good one.
Oh yeah,
Alright, so last year I was wrestling for an independent company out in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I jumped off the top rope of the wrestling ring, about 12 feet off of the ground, and midair, my opponent threw a chair up into my face, and when I landed, I shattered the fuck out of my heel bone. Had to get surgery. I got 2 plates and 12 screws all holding my heel bone together. That put me out for about 8 or 9 months. So
And nothing like that makes you say, I'm not going to do this anymore. Well, where's the line? Where's the line for any of you to say, I'm not getting back in the ring?
I think when I finally see somebody die in death.
Jesus.
It's happened before.
I know, it's like, The line is, I don't know. There is no line. People ask me that all the time, and I'm like, I can't really tell you.
That's what we're trying to figure out. What is the line? That's,
What is the line?
that's honestly the whole point. Is like, how far can you go?
So everything about what you're doing is pushing the limits.
Yeah, you push the limits, and you see how far you can go, and then you get farther, and it's like going through the deep end. You're like, oh, maybe I can go a little bit farther. Maybe I can go a little bit farther.
Yeah.
I'm not drowning yet, so maybe I can swim just a little bit farther.
There ain't no sharks here or whatever. Yeah. Worst injury, I had third-degree burns on my leg. Got lit on fire in a wrestling match with Eric Ryan. I'm actually rematching him on the 6th. But yeah, 19 days in a burn unit, ICU. They took skin grafts from my legs here and my thighs. It literally stops like right here. The burns like stop right there. I got really lucky. I was wearing a cup. It didn't burn anything right there.
That's the first question you always get, right?
Yeah, I absolutely.
I don't even.
It's unfortunate. I don't like this kind of shit, but and then I broke my back for XPW. I jumped off a balcony and like blew my L1 in 3 pieces.
So
He
between
literally drove you to the hospital.
Yeah, Tarzan literally walked me into the hospital. I couldn't walk on my own, but that guy, I almost was paralyzed. Like I was close. Like they said, 1/8 of an inch away.
It was on pay-per-view.
Yeah, I have 8 screws and 2 rods in my back.
So when you're laying in the hospital after the burns or the back breaking, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's tough. It's like mental at that point. Like it's a lot of
Right. So earlier it's therapy, and then you end up in the fucking hospital.
Yeah,
Then it's brotherhood.
It's a lot of alone time in there. It gets dark, honestly, when you're in the hospital, like laying there. You're like, damn, is it all worth it? Then, when you heal up and come back, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm sick in the head because I always like thought about coming back. Like, man, when I come back, this is gonna be the craziest shit. Like when I walk into that when I walk back in XPW on my own 2 feet after I was laying on the floor and had to be stretchered out, it's gonna be worth it. It's all gonna be worth it then, type thing. I'm thinking like that. I don't know. I'm sick in the head though, I think.
Or you also got to think like when you're laying there in the hospital, like, you always go to the darkest thoughts possible. You think this could be the injury that retires me forever. But then, like whenever one of us gets hurt, we have such a good support system through each other that we're motivating each other constantly and helping each other grow each and every day to get better at what we do. Because when I go back and look at some of our old clips, like we were not the best of wrestlers.
Yeah.
Now we're better than like half the fucking independent.
That's another like good talking point is like P.O.R. used to like be looked down upon. Even when I first started, like when I tried to bring the wrestling to our stunt channel, everybody was like, "Get this crap out of here! We want stunts!" Like so, even from like day one, we were like struggling to like kind of get like noticed and whatnot. And like he said, like now, like P.O.R. is like the darling of like the independent scene. It's like people want to come to P.O.R. to work because they heard how fun it is, and it just looks like a good time, And there's really no stress either. Like nobody's like really pushing anybody to do anything. It's just like you come here, you do what you want to do, and if you do it, you do, and if you don't, you don't. It's like nobody's really. There's no pressure. Like you get in there and have fun. It reminds you of why you started almost. It kind of like reminds like the pros that come in and do this stuff. It reminds them why they started in the first place.
Yeah, I remember when we first started, we had a really hard time getting people to wrestle. And now it's like people fucking blow us up and like trying to I'll go to other shows in like New Jersey or Pennsylvania. People are sitting there. I'm off in the distance. I can hear them talking about
parking guys over
P.O.R.
there. They're selling the burger.
It's really cool. People are like trying to do P.O.R. now. And like now it's like we can pick it.
Yeah, I brought people out here from like France and Chile and shit, man. And this was like their favorite show being in the States, was doing this P.O.R. stuff, man. It's truly an experience, for the fans and for the wrestlers. It's not an everyday fucking wrestling show.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's kind of like a field of dreams, We built it, now everybody comes.
Anything else y'all want to talk about? I mean, I think we've kind of touched on everything, man. I just want to sit y'all down for a minute.
We're professional wrestlers. We can sit here and talk about ourselves all fucking day.
Yeah, we're in this because we have egos. That's why we're here.
I've been sitting here trying to fight my tongue this whole time not to try and talk about myself, okay? We can do this all damn day.
Yeah, your gimmick's not being.
So tell us something about you that nobody knows. Like none of the wrestlers, nobody that watches P.O.R. is going to know about you.
I think I was meant to do this. Like I don't know if there's anything else that I'm meant to do. I'm not the doing all the crazy stunt shit. Like I'll do it, but that's not what I love about this. Like Kazi's answer with the whole like getting the the depression and shit out, everything off. That's not what it does it for me. For me, it's like I love the entertainment factor. I love like making people feel certain emotions, whether it's they're happy or I'm pissing them off, I'm upsetting them, I'm disappointing them, I'm exciting, like all of that shit. I love like being like a little puppeteer with these people.
Take the crowd
For the show.
Yeah, you go and like my mother-in-law asked me, she's like, you get booed and you like that? And I'm like, I fucking love that.
Yeah.
The worst thing you could do is go out there and not hear a fucking peep out of somebody.
Yeah.
If you're getting booed, that's what you want, or if you're getting cheered, that's what you want. To get no reaction is like you're failing yourself as a wrestler.
That's a
Talk to
thing.
me. You ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
Tell something about you that nobody knows, man. Because I think y'all come out and y'all are characters 90% of the time. People don't know shit about you behind the scenes.
I mean, basically, I used to backyard wrestle like 20 years ago. DJ hit me up when P.O.R. started, and I kind of just wasn't interested in doing it. And then JJ ended up working with him, and then, he was talking about it, and finally, 2-3 years ago, those guys got me involved, and ever since I came out, I've been pitching creative, just ideas for characters and storylines.
Booker man.
I would just like to say, like, he's not touching on it, but he dealt with a lot of self-doubt on whether or not he could still do it to a level that he was watching all of us do.
Yeah, you want to talk about somebody that likes to get the crowd pissed off. This guy's, he's so good at it.
I might be quiet here in front of the camera, but when it's showtime, I do like to talk shit and piss the people off. That's what Jason Fish is about.
That's another thing. It's like, I hate crowds. I would not want to be in a crowd. But one of my favorite things is being in the ring surrounded by hundreds of people. Put me in a crowd of 20 people, I'm like, all right, I want to leave. Like, get me out of here. There's just something about being in the ring and feeling that raw emotion from the fans. It's just that is my rush.
Anybody else? Pass the mic.
To me, it's just really mind-blowing and very humbling to see how much we've grown as the wrestling crew. P.O.R. Wrestling had been around for 2 years when I first started. When I first started, we were doing this for like 20 of our friends and family in the crowd. Now, over the years, it's grown to where, like DJ said, we got people wanting to come to us. There's been multiple times where we've packed in over 200 people in our compound for every show. It's just really crazy to see how much we've grown.
I mean, in the end of the day, to answer all the questions, it's passion. I mean, that's what we fell in love with in the beginning for all this, and that's what we're chasing today. And now we finally have a platform to do that, right, guys?
Huge platform.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that too. I know posting what you post on most platforms is going to be demonetized. How do you make that?
There's places you go for that, like you got IWTV.
Or
Maybe for
at this point, that's all we got, honestly.
P.O.R. has an OnlyFans.
For real. That's the closest. I mean, Patreon and all this shit.
Right.
It's all like it's all like demonetized.
Yeah, YouTube, man, especially with the word death match, people see that, man. It's like
Even the word death is like flagged automatically. AI down. Like
there's this.
you guys,
There's just something about being, you get a certain kind of rush and a certain kind of feeling when, I just love being in front of a crowd and being surrounded by a bunch of people. And, whenever whatever I'm feeling, I want them to feel that way. When I got anger, I want to take it all out on them. I'll go out there and be like, yeah, fuck all you guys as I'm getting on the mic, and then I'm beating the shit out of, one of these guys that everybody loves.
So from that, you're waking up the next day and you feel.
From that, I'm waking up the next day, but struggling. But at least I can sleep at night.
My thing with it,
I go
dude,
to bed happy if I have a great performance.
kind of like how everybody really, Brandon put on it, Shotgun down there. I kind of got this thing where it's like, it gets me out of my comfort zone. So like, I don't like crowds. I don't really like people. My wife says I do, but that's because of wrestling. Like before I got into the wrestling and was able to get in front of people and act and work. It's like, I was didn't like that shit. So, but now I feel like I just speak in front of people. So I wouldn't have been doing this before, but it's I got to take baby steps into building my character, not only in it, in the ring, but out of the ring too.
The whole world is the internet now, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody ingests the internet on a daily basis.
Yeah. It used to be all DVD and VHS. Now it's like.
Right, but it's free. It's easy for us to make a video every single day.
Yeah. And that's another thing that we kind of like with wrestling and stuff. And what sets P.O.R different from everybody else is anybody can go do that. Any fucking body can go out there and make any sort of video and call themselves wrestlers as long as they have a wrestling ring and like 5 people in the crowd. You know what I mean? But like that's where we set ourselves up, different from everybody else. It's like,
I mean,
we push to the fucking max, dude.
Well, we're gonna see it tonight, right after y'all sign the rest of these
my God,
waivers.
yeah. I'm ready to sign that
Hey,
waiver.
waivers are important, yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah. We might need y'all to sign waivers.
Hey, our assistant wants me to get the whole fucking crowd to sign waivers, but I told her I'm not doing that.
Yeah, these
y'all pretty, y'all in the splash zone.
That's another thing about our crowd. They're good people. They probably can't afford a lawyer, so they're not going to sue you. If you get them $20 to get in here, man, you're doing something.
They really just want party and entertainment, and that's what we're delivering tonight, isn't that right, guys?
I had to mention about a $10 fucking parking fee. Now $20 a person is going to be fucking.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, fellas.